next honoree is someone who also, again, has been working with regards to food sustainability and improving the environment, is Tashuka Nelson. And so, just to share, Tashuka currently serves as the Youth Program Manager at Vines, where she leads the Grow Binghamton Youth Employment Program. This is a program I have referred a number of youth to over the years. Since 2022, her work has empowered local youth through urban agriculture, workforce development, and food justice, equipping them with the tools and confidence to lead. Her leadership goes beyond her work with youth. She also serves on the board of trustees for the Robeson Museum and Science Center, contributing to the cultural and educational vitality of the region. She is also a passionate advocate for global health equity through her work with Leisha Bulela, a nonprofit organization supporting health and community development initiatives in the Kasai region of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. She is an active member of the New York Rail Women's Group, where she participates in their Land Justice Futures initiative, working alongside others to reimagine how land can be used for racial and ecological healing. And her personal life is also deeply rooted in sustainability. She raises chickens, tends a garden, and lives in alignment with her values of care for both community and the land. Her vision for the Southern Tier is one that is vibrant, inclusive, and safe, especially for young people, and I have witnessed this firsthand through her work at Vines. Your work and every day that you contribute, you are continuing to build a future that is grounded in equity, empowerment, and hope, and you are more than deserving of this recognition Friday. Please join me in welcoming our next honoree, Tashuka Kalala, to the stage. It is definitely, come on now.
I don't have all the moments today.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Senator Webb, for this. I appreciate it. I just, working with youth is really just an amazing thing. They're always inspiring me to be a better person and to be a better steward of this place that we have, this earth that we have, because it's the only one we have and the only one they're gonna get. So, one of the great things about my job is that I get to help youth prepare for their futures, to prepare for this world that they're going to inherit from us. And I just think that stewardship is really important. And I would not have been able to do all that I've done at Vines if not for the example that our executive director, Amelia, had set for me in her dedication and her intentionality. And if not for the support of my family, so thank you all as well for being part of the community that's uplifting the youth and for preserving the world that we share.
And our final honoree hails from Brooklyn, but is someone who is doing incredible work here in Senate District 52, and that is Jay Smith. Jay is a 25-year veteran of food justice activism. Jay's work was born from deep concerns about pollution, health, and inequalities in our food system, especially in communities experiencing what Leah Penniman so powerfully calls food apartheid, which is very different than food deserts. Most certainly, this is something I've worked on for a long time myself. Over the years, Jay has been active in numerous grassroots efforts, including the Brooklyn Food Coalition, Black Urban Growers, also known as BUGS, with Karen Washington, great woman, and Prospect Farm, a community garden he helped to co-found. With a certificate in urban gardening from the Brooklyn Botanic Garden, Jay dedicated himself to teaching people of color how to grow their own food, offering that knowledge through local groups like the Village House Gardeners. He even worked as an urban beekeeper, understanding the essential role of pollinators in food systems. After retiring from NYU following a 27-year career, Jay relocated to the eco-village in Ithaca to continue his sustainability work. He became involved with the Groundswell Center for Local Food and Farming, where he currently serves on the board supporting land access and farming education for marginalized communities. Jay also gives his time as a master gardener and master composter with Cornell Crop Extension, sharing his knowledge of sustainable gardening and composting with the broader Ithaca community. His collaborations include working with Krista Nunez, who I honored last year, of Cuba International, that's KHUBA International, on the Quarter Acre for the People initiative. This seeks to reclaim land and build intentional communities for people of color. Jay has contributed to efforts across our region through efforts like agroforestry and mushroom cultivation. We'll talk about the mushrooms later. With leaders like Steve Gabriel to the ultimate re-entry opportunity, which provides gardening and food growing skills to incarcerated individuals. Jay just turned 75 this year on April 12th, and as he begins to scale back some of his public activism, he is turning towards writing a book that will capture a lifetime of service, resilience, and deep commitment to food justice, land sovereignty, and community sustainability. Please join me. It doesn't mean he's retiring. I just want that to be clear. Please join me in welcoming Jay Smith, our final honoree.
Thank you so much, Senator Webb. I am deeply honored by this. I think the purpose of life is to live purposefully. And that's determined, it was determined for me by observing the urgent needs in my community. And it started with, as you said, food justice. And when I retired and came to Ithaca, I was surprised to discover, though we live in a really bountiful farm community, that food justice continues to be an issue in this region. So I plugged in and have been privileged to meet people like Peter, who serves on the board, and Aloja at Cornell Cooperative. So part of the reward in doing this work is just working with wonderful people, doing wonderful work. It's gratifying on many different levels. I would just like to say that I believe one of the really important commitments in our time is to the development of community, where people regain the skill in learning to share the world we inhabit, because unless we learn to relate to each other with compassion and caring and sharing, I don't know how we're going to create a sustainable world. Thank you.
Did you remember where I'm just kidding. No, that's actually, that beautifully summarizes what today's celebration is about. And as we close the ceremony again, we have music, refreshments. I want to thank everyone for your continued commitment to the work here in the Southern Tier, and of course in our great state. You know, as it has been said, you know, we talk about sustainability and the green sector and the planet, there are different images that come to people's mind of what that looks like and what that experience means. But what all of you do every single day is that you help to change the narrative. And by doing that, you're also helping to improve many people's lives. And that is why I continue to not only actively listen to seek out what you're doing, but it's important that we celebrate you. And it's so important that we do that, to acknowledge the good work that I shared at the top of our celebration. You do it not seeking any type of reward, you do it because you care. And that, to me, is what is sustainable. That is what makes us all human. And that's what it is, more than worthy of celebrating. So again, let us continue to work together. May we all continue to lift each other up, be inspired. And again, we have to act, because we only have one planet. And so it's important that we continue to support policies, create opportunities to make sure that we preserve and protect her, and not just for today, not just during Earth Month, but every day. Thank you all so much for this incredible time together. Let's continue on this journey, and let's continue celebrating. Thank you all very much.